Aloha, friends and race fans. Welcome back to Griffin's Old DIECAST Motorsports and the Totem Wars. This is episode 4, and our last episode, we saw our first non-GDM driver make it into the Totem Driver's Den. Racing Rick is on the hot seat at number 10 on the Totem, and that is the toughest spot because everyone has to get to 10 if they hope to get any higher on the Totem. So hopefully Racing Rick can get higher up on the Totem before any new challengers have a chance to get to him. Speaking of new challengers, I am so excited for all the teams that are here on the island to participate in the Totem Wars. And 2 of these drivers are ready to take on the Guardian Challenge so they can get their shot at the Totem drivers. Today we have Cooter Smith from Stupid Fish, and we have Puff from Puff's Racing. The drivers and the cars are ready to take on the challenge, but are they ready to take on the new Obsidian Mountain Raceway? We're about to find out. Grab your Tommy's Tacos and Kelp Burger munchies. Don't forget your jerry canned beverages brewed right here on the mountain. And let's find out if these drivers can get on the Totem. First up is Cooter Smith of Team Stupid Fish. Cooter is driving a Pontiac Solstice produced by MBX and weighing 64.3 grams. Now, Cooter will be facing off against Emmy Chambers, who parked her Viper and is now racing in Strange Magic, a 1966 Pontiac GTO weighing 61.9 grams. Cooter Smith came to the island via North Carolina, and tale be told that Cooter's great-great-grandpappy was working alongside the Wright brothers making bicycles. And he's taking the lead down the divided straight around Crater Corner. He's got the lead down the pipeline into Calamity Corners. Both cars clean out of there and down. Whoa! He almost went over the side of the leaky road and flips out on the final straight, running right underneath the pedestrian walk. Oh my goodness. Oh, it looks like he landed on somebody too. Ah, thank God for waivers. Yeah, right there, he almost went over the side, as several have, but that was a nasty roll right there. Clips the inside wall, bounces off of the safety fence, protecting those pedestrians and spectators. Unfortunately, one of the spectators down there by the And when the Wright brothers started experimenting with aerial planes, Cooter's great-great-grandpappy was building his first race cars. So they've been at this for a while. Here he goes, taking a lead down the pipeline. Got a big lead now going into Calamity Corner. Oh, and flips it on the exit. Oh! And Emmy smashes into the back of him, not being able to get around. The Wright brothers actually used one of Great-Grandpappy's race engines to power their first plane, but unfortunately it was too powerful for those fragile wings of the time. But it ran great for Pappy's racing cars. Here's a third run. Cooter has to make this one right here, and he's got a good lead. Again, gets clean through Calamity Corners this time. Running nice. Oh no! Oh, I thought he was going to lose it again under the pedestrian bridge. Clock's a 6.66 while the clock's still working. Wow. He brings some excitement. Next on the chopping block, next at the starting line is Puff from Puff's Racing. Puff's driving a 2018 Camaro SS weighing 64.1 grams. And he has to get past Marcus Wells, who's driving Serpentor, a Dodge Viper SRT-10 ACR, weighing 51.8 grams. Puff the Magic Dragon lived by the sea. But Puff from Puff's Racing came to the island all the way from the magical land of Massachusetts. There they go. Puff takes the lead down the divided straight and around Crater Corner. Marcus pulls even with him for a second, but it's all Puff through Calamity Corners. Now the Temple turning down Leaky Road. In the final straight, had a little wobble, but a 6.91. Oh, and a kiss from Marcus. Puff's racing team are well known all around the racing circuits worldwide. As both a builder and a driver, he knows performance and he brings it every time. He's got the inside lane now, taking a lead around down pipeline into Calamity Corner. Whoa, spins out. Still comes out going straight though. Did a complete 360 in that turn. And he's gonna win his way into that Guardian Challenge. The Totem Wars are sponsored by Tommy's Tacos and Kelp Burgers. We got over 100 menu items, including 28 flavors of our deep fried pickle chips, mac and spam burgers, and you can wash it all down with a jerry can beverage from single serving pints all the way up to 5-gallon party cans, all brewed right here on Obsidian Mountain. And it's true what everyone says, they can't kelp, but be good. The challengers have prevailed against the Guardians and taken a couple minutes to top off their fuel and catch their breath, because now they are going to go up against some of OMR's finest, the Totem drivers. This is how it goes. Cooter, being the first to win his challenge, will go first against the Totem drivers. Starting from the bottom, but not the least of them, he'll face off against 10th ranked Racing Rick, and the challenges will continue from there, with the winner taking on the driver next highest up on the totem until they reach the top or get stopped along the way by one of the Totem drivers. And then Puff gets to take on the Totem, race and repeat as aforementioned. So bonus day, you're getting double the racing action because we have two drivers that bested the Guardians. All right, Cooter's going to have to take on Racing Rick. We got a Pontiac Solstice versus a 2020 Corvette. This is second time Racing Rick's going to have to defend his position. And if he survives this, he'll have to do it again against Puff. Let's see what that Solstice has. And there goes Cooter taking the lead into the Crater Corner. Still got a lead going into Calamity Corners, coming out, looking good. Oh, Racing Rick just crashed. So did Cooter. Oh, my goodness. That is a double ender right there. Neither one of these drivers will continue in the challenge, and we're going to move to the next two drivers. That's going to be Boxer Trudeau from Black Sand Rockers. He's going to be going up against Kiki Leolani from the Dragon Coast Racers. Kiko on the inside. There they go, down the divided straight. Both about even right there, but Kiko takes the lead going down the pipeline. Through Calamity Corner, both cars come, whoa, a little high, but clean. Clean enough to keep on. Boxer gets up on her bumper, trying to get by, but he can't do it. Kiko's going to hold on to that position and try to take the next one away. So Kiko, number 8, is going to go against none other than Morgan Stark in Ravager. Try to take that number 7. Morgan in that Nissan Silvia on the inside against a McLaren F1. And there goes Morgan taking it over down the pipeline. Whoa, even faster than the cameraman there. They're around Temple Turn and down Leaky Road. And Morgan did not look back one bit. And now she gets to go after the number 6 spot, which is held by Devlin Hawks, driving Wheeljack, Solar CX4. Devlin's been pretty consistent at guarding his position. He hasn't got up any higher. But let's see what he does against Morgan. He takes the lead down the pipeline into Calamity Corner. Morgan right on his bumper, literally riding that spoiler. Trying to be a spoiler too, but not even close at the end right there. As Devlin was able to break away. And now he'll get a shot at the number 5 position. Driver Lucian Stone, another reggae road racer in the Ferrari Night Rhythm. Devlin takes the outside lane as the challenger. They're almost even. Devlin had a little bit of a lead, but there goes Lucian. Through Calamity Corner, comes out clean. That was been a troubled spot for him. Makes it through the... Oh! Just as I was saying, making it through. And look, oh my goodness. I don't know if that was humbling or showing off. Devlin just glided right on by like, thank you. I'll take that win, that given win. But now he's got to go up against Suki Kyoto and Treadpool. And he's got his work cut out for him. He needs a little mountain luck right here, I'd have to say. If he gets past Suki, he's definitely got it. But Suki says nope, shuts the door on him in the pipeline through Calamity Corner. Going around the Temple Turn and down Leaky Road. Oh, Devlin almost caught up at the end, but not fast enough. Put on the last second charge. All right, Simon Blaine's going to have to defend position number 3 against Suki. And that's a hard job. A Ravager has been making its way up the totem more than any other driver and car. And there she goes, taking the lead, but here comes Simon Blaine, takes it right back. I'm not sure, but I thought they might have switched lanes right there. Oh no, Suki's on her roof. That's not going to get her a win. And Simon Blaine, for some reason, pulls up short. Just kind of stalled out right there. And that's going to end the challenge for the both of them. And we move up to our next 2 drivers. Top 2 drivers. Jai Ito in the Bronze Tiger. Going after that number 1 position he once held against Priestess in that modified Porsche 935. Jai Ito's been trying to get that number 1 spot back ever since he lost it. And Priestess is saying, you got to get used to it because that's where you're staying. And parks him up on the Dragon's spine as she backs over the finish line. Wow. Just parked him. Stay there. So, Totem changes. Racing Rick's going to hang on to his spot, number 10, as neither the Challenger nor him were able to finish their race. Devlin took over 5th position, dropping Lucian Stone down to 6th. And the top 4 are holding strong right where they are. Now it's Puff's turn to take on the Totem drivers. And he's going up against Racing Rick in that hot spot number 10. Racing Rick and Firebrand on the inside. Puff the Magic Driver on the outside. Puff easily beat his Guardian 2-0. But Racing Rick is saying, I am not a Guardian, I'm a Totem driver. And he's showing it right there with some style. Put a big block on Puff, slowed him way down, coming down Leaky Road. And Puff's going to go back into rotation for another try, along with Cooter. But Racing Rick has a chance right here to get higher up on that totem. And his first stop is Boxer Trudeau in Mirage. So Rick on the outside in that 2020 Corvette. Boxer on the inside in that Renault. Boxer takes the lead going down the pipeline through Calamity Corner. Rick's right on his bumper. He spins out and Rick gets past him as he spun out over the Dragon's Spine. And Rick's going to take that number 9 position away from him. Congratulations, Rick. But now you got to go up against the number 8 driver. And that is Kiko Leilani, driving that McLaren F1. Jaded on the inside, Firebrand on the outside. Who's going to get to that finish line first? There can only be one. And even down the divided straight through the Crater Corner, Kiko takes the lead through Calamity Corners. Rick's right on her bumper. They both skid out a little bit on Leaky Road. That's going to give Kiko a bigger lead crossing that finish line. But Rick did make 9th, so he's no longer on that hot seat. Now Kiko gets a shot at Morgan, Stark, and Ravager, sitting at number 7. Morgan's been tough, more than tough. Morgan's been brutal against her opponents. So good luck to Kiko. And here they go, down the divided straight. Kiko had a little bit of a lead. Morgan takes over, going down the pipeline. In the Calamity Corners they go. Whoa, Kiko spun out. She's backwards now, and Morgan says bye-bye as she crosses that finish line well ahead of Kiko. So Kiko remains in her spot, and Morgan's going to go after Lucian Stone. Ferrari 355, Night Rhythm, up against that Nissan Silvia. There they go down the divided straight. Morgan had a little bit of a lead, but Lucian takes all of it through Calamity Corner. Oh, and he wipes out on the exit. Well, no, he's still on his wheels. Oh, my God. Oh, and he gets shoved off a Leaky Road, and Morgan says, excuse me, as she crosses the finish line. Brutal. I told you she is a brutal driver. Watch out for this one, all you challengers. Wow. And there be Lucian. We're going to get an emergency unit over there and get that car back on its wheels into the garage. But right there, he loses it. Flips over, turtles, back on 2 wheels, and back on 4 wheels. That's an awesome recovery, but it allowed Morgan to get up on him, and she ain't giving him no break. She literally pushes him out of the way, off the track, and she is gone. No remorse, Morgan. That could be her new name. But now she's going to take on Devlin Hawks in Wheeljack. Let's see how she does. Let's see if Devlin can survive. Devlin's on the inside. There they go. They're even down the divided straight. Devlin takes over, going down the pipeline into Calamity Corner, and out both cars come. Morgan's catching up. She's on his bumper. She's trying to push past him. Oh, she couldn't do it. Ends up running up on the wall. And Devlin's going to be her stopper. And now Devlin has to face off against Suki, Kyoto, and Treadpool. Like if Morgan wasn't tough enough. All right. Suki on the inside. Devlin on the outside, going down the divided straight. Devlin takes the lead. And Suki takes over, takes it all back, and then some. They're already around the temple turn, going through the cavern, and whoa, she almost lost it, and almost lost the race right there at the last second. But just by a bumper, managed to save that win. And now she's going to go up against Simon Blaine, the unsigned agent, driving Shuriken. GDM modified W something something. STI WRX. There we go. And Simon takes the lead going down the pipeline into Calamity Corner. Treadpool right on his bumper. There they go, sliding down Leaky Road. And it's going to be Simon Blaine holding on to his number 3 spot. But wow, these girls, brutal racers. Now Simon gets his shot at the number 2 driver, Jai Ito, driving a Ferrari 308, going by the name of the Bronze Tiger. Let's see what Simon has for Jai. Here we go, and wow, Jai just takes off like a bullet in that Ferrari. Gets a little light through Calamity Corner. Simon catches up, gets on his bumper, almost spun him out. But it's going to be Jai Ito across that line. It looks like he let off a little bit just before the finish line, but he had enough to carry him into that win. And now he's got to face off against Priestess yet again. Hungry for that number 1 spot. But Priestess is a tough cookie to crack, let me tell you. Jai Ito had a lead there for a second. Priestess takes over in the pipeline. Through Calamity Corner, she gets backwards and she parked him again. Are you kidding me? Wow, what a maneuver. Oh, I got so excited. Tides change and the lava still flows down the Obsidian Mountain. Our challengers tonight showed up and they gave their best. Cooter Smith and Puff both got past the Guardians handily, but they were shut down by the then 10th Totem driver, Racing Rick. But they'll be back. We'll put them into the rotation for another shot at the Totem. And Racing Rick has got himself off the hot seat, moving up to the 9th position on the Totem and dropping Boxer Trudeau down to the hot spot in 10th place. Morgan Stark and Ravager moved up to 6th, dropping Lucian Stone down a spot and literally dropping him off the side of Leaky Road. The top 5 held their own, with Princess remaining the chief Totem driver. But let's see if that remains the same next week as we welcome 2 new challengers. Be sure to tune in and catch more racing action right here on Griffin's Old Diecast Motorsports. And that's going to bring us to the close of this episode. I want to thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the racing here at Obsidian Mountain Raceway. Your comments are welcomed and appreciated, as is clicking that thumbs up. And you can really help out the channel by sharing the GDM channel with your family and friends. Every subscription is very much appreciated. And an update on the timer. You may have noticed that the timer is missing from the track layout. I'm still looking for a new timer system. I looked at a couple DIY kits, but if it's not screwing in a light bulb, I'm pretty lost in that skill set. But hey, learning is part of life and living, right? So who knows? I'll keep working on it. I'll keep looking for something, and eventually I'll get a new timer system. Until the next race, I bid you all a good day, good night, and may a little aloha shine on you each and every day. Share a smile with someone and keep your roof to the sun. Mahalo.